Have you ever heard someone say Lisa loves Lisa's cat and Lisa plays with Lisa's cat every day? That sounds a bit weird, right? Way too many Lisas.
That's why English has pronouns. Words used to replace nouns so we don't repeat the same name or thing again and again. They make our sentences sound smoother, shorter, and way more natural. Hello, I'm Avila.
And I am Ashraf. Let's break down how they work and see the different types of pronouns you'll use all the time. So, what exactly is a pronoun? Simply put, it is a word that replaces a noun, a person, a place, an animal, or a thing.
Well, let's take a look at this example. Lisa loves her cat. She plays with it every day. Here, the word she replaces Lisa and it replaces the cat. Easy, right? Instead of repeating names, pronouns keep our sentences clean and clear. Alright, the first type is personal pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Well, we use them all the time. For example, like I like coffee, or you look great today, or maybe you can say like he plays football after school and they love watching movies. Well, the rules is simple. He, she, and it are for one person or thing, and it is called singular pronouns. And for we and they are for more than one, and it is called plural pronouns. Well, you already use them every day, probably without realizing it.
Next up is possessive pronouns, the ones that show ownership. The words like mine, yours, his or hers, ours, and theirs. Imagine this. You and your friend both have books. You say, that one's mine, or maybe this bag, it is hers. See? You don't need to repeat the whole noun, just use the pronoun. And one quick tip, never add an apostrophe. So it is yours, not yours.
Alright, let's talk about reflexive and intensive pronouns. Well, they look the same. For example, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourself, and themselves. But they are used in slightly different ways. When you use a reflexive pronoun, the action goes back to the person who did it. For example, he hurt himself. He did something to himself. But if you're trying to add emphasis, that's when you use an intensive pronoun. For example, she herself cooked the dinner. It means she did it, not anyone else. So, reflective is action to yourself, but intensive just emphasis.
Alright, let's move to interrogative pronouns, the ones you use to ask questions. The words like who, whom, whose, which, and what. Here are the examples. Who is your favorite singer? What are you doing this weekend? Whose phone is ringing? Those pronouns help us ask about people or things without repeating nouns. Pretty useful, right? So, to wrap it all up, pronouns are the little words that make your sentences smoother and easier to be understood.
Well, you've got personal, possessive, reflexive, intensive, and interrogative pronouns. Each type has its own job, but they all make English sound more natural. That's it for now. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and pay attention to how pronouns pop up in daily conversation.
See you in the next one.